The Earth is filled with mysterious places, and islands are some of the most enigmatic of them all. Today, we're diving into the top 10 most unexplained islands on the planet. Get ready to explore lands that defy explanation, where history, myth, and conspiracy collide in the most intriguing ways. Coming in at number 10, we have Socotra Island, a place so bizarre it could easily be mistaken for an alien world. Located in the Indian Ocean, off the coast of Somalia, Socotra has been speculated by some to be the actual site of the Garden of Eden. And when you see it, you'll understand why. The island is home to a variety of plants that exist nowhere else on Earth. Imagine Dr. Seuss got together with Mother Nature and decided to go wild. That's Socotra. Take the Adenium socotranum, for example. With its bulbous trunk and twisted branches, this tree looks like a giant radish trying its best to be a tree. Then there's the dragon's blood tree, which looks like an upside-down umbrella and bleeds red sap when cut. But it's not just the plants that make Socotra so mysterious. The island is also home to birds you won't find anywhere else on the planet. Despite its strange and wonderful ecosystem, the island has been largely uninhabited since 100 AD, with countless shipwrecks adding to its eerie reputation. Next up, holding the number 9 spot, is Palmyra Atoll, a place that may not technically be an island, but don't let that fool you. It's as mysterious as they come. Nestled in the middle of the Pacific, this lush, tropical atoll is surrounded by legends of shipwrecks, disappearances, and ghostly encounters. Palmyra is known for its stunning beauty, but it's also got a dark side. Visitors who've managed to return from the atoll tell stories of strange lights, phantom ships, and even sea monsters. And if that's not creepy enough, the waters around Palmyra are said to be infested with sharks that have developed a taste for human flesh. There's also talk of buried treasure, ink and gold to be exact. While it might sound like a pirate's dream, Palmyra's history of violence and mystery makes it a place you wouldn't want to visit alone. At number 8 is Vulcan Island, a geographical wonder that defies logic. Located in the northern Philippines, Vulcan Island sits inside a lake on an island, which is itself inside another lake, all on an island. It's like a Russian nesting doll of islands. But that's not all. This little piece of land sits on top of one of the world's most active volcanoes, making it as dangerous as it is fascinating. Since 1991, Vulcan Island has been bubbling with seismic activity, earning it a reputation as one of the most volatile places on Earth. Imagine living on an island that could erupt at any moment. Talk about living on the edge. Taking the number 7 spot is Easter Island, one of the most famous and yet still unexplained places on Earth. Home to the iconic Moai statues, this remote island in the southeastern Pacific continues to baffle archaeologists and historians. These massive stone heads, some weighing over 75 tons, were somehow transported across the island by the Rapa Nui people. But how? The latest theory suggests the statues were carved with rounded bases, allowing them to be walked into place. But the mysteries of Easter Island don't stop there. Genetic studies show that the Rapa Nui people aren't closely related to their South American neighbors. Instead, their closest genetic relatives are in the Asia-Pacific region. So how did they end up on Easter Island, thousands of miles from their supposed homeland? This question remains one of history's greatest puzzles. Sliding into the number 6 position is La Isla de las Muñecas, or the Island of the Dolls, in the canals of Xochimilco, Mexico. This place is like a horror movie set brought to life. The story goes that a man named Don Julian Santana found a drowned girl in the canal and later discovered a doll floating nearby. Believing it belonged to the girl, he hung it in a tree as a sign of respect. But that was just the beginning. Don Julian became obsessed, hanging more and more dolls in the trees, convinced the girl's spirit was haunting him. Today, the island is covered in thousands of dolls, many missing limbs or with empty eyes, creating a chilling atmosphere. Visitors report hearing the dolls whispering, and some even claim they've seen them move. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, this is one place that's guaranteed to send shivers down your spine. In the number 5 spot is Poveglia Island, just off the coast of Venice, Italy. This island has a dark and terrifying history that makes it one of the most haunted places in Europe. During the Bubonic Plague, Poveglia was used as a quarantine island where the sick were sent to die. Thousands of bodies were buried in mass graves, and the island became a place of death and despair. In the 1920s, a mental hospital was built on Poveglia, and the island's dark history only deepened. Patients reported seeing ghosts, and rumors spread that doctors were conducting cruel experiments. Today, the island is abandoned, and the Italian government has banned visitors. But that hasn't stopped thrill seekers and paranormal investigators from trying to explore its haunted ruins. With so much death and suffering in its past, it's no wonder Poveglia is considered one of the most haunted places on Earth. Taking the number 4 spot is Isla Bermeja, the island that disappeared. For centuries, maps showed this island off the coast of the Yucatan Peninsula, right in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico. But in the 20th century, explorers went looking for it, and guess what? It was gone. Some say the island never existed, that it was just a mistake by early cartographers. But others believe Isla Bermeja was real and was gradually swallowed by the sea. There are even conspiracy theories suggesting the island was deliberately erased from maps for political reasons, given the Gulf's rich oil reserves. Whether it was an innocent mistake or something more sinister, Isla Bermeja's vanishing act remains a mystery. Landing at number 3 is the Floating Eye Island, a recent discovery that has everyone talking. In 2016, Argentine filmmaker Sergio Neuspiller was scouting locations in the northern Parana Delta when he stumbled upon something incredible, a perfect circular island, floating in a circular lake. Sergio dubbed it the Eye, and it didn't take long for the theories to start flying. The island appears to rotate on its axis, and the water around it is unusually clear and cold. Some say it's just a natural phenomenon, but others believe the Eye could be hiding something much more mysterious, like the entrance to an alien base. Whatever the case, this perfectly round island has sparked the imaginations of conspiracy theorists and scientists alike. Taking the runner-up position at number 2 is Diego Garcia, an island in the middle of the Indian Ocean that's as secretive as it is mysterious. Part of the Chagos archipelago, Diego Garcia was uninhabited until the French arrived in 1793 with enslaved people to work on their plantations. After the British took over, the island's population, known as the Chagosians, grew and thrived. But in 1971, everything changed. The U.S. military wanted to build a base on Diego Garcia, and the islanders were forcibly removed from their homes. The methods used to clear the island were brutal, and the secrecy surrounding the U.S. base has led to countless conspiracy theories. Some say the island is used for clandestine government projects or even extraterrestrial research. Whatever the truth, Diego Garcia is one of the most restricted and enigmatic places on Earth. And finally, at number 1 is Bouvet Island, the most remote island in the world. Located in the South Atlantic Ocean, this icy, volcanic island is nearly impossible to reach and is officially uninhabited. But in 1964, a mysterious discovery was made. A lifeboat was found on the island, with no trace of its occupants. No one knows where the lifeboat came from or what happened to the people who landed there. The extreme conditions make survival almost impossible, adding to the island's eerie mystique. How did the boat get there? What happened to its crew? These questions remain unanswered, making Bouvet Island one of the most mysterious places on the planet. These 10 islands, each with its own secrets, remind us of how much we still don't know about our world. Whether they're hiding the remains of lost civilizations, the entrance to an alien base, or simply the answers to centuries-old mysteries, they continue to captivate our imaginations. So, which island do you find most mysterious? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more explorations into the unknown.